Students, how are you? I hope all are fine. Once again, I am Mr. K. Selvamani, sitting in front of you. First of all, I welcome all of you to our YouTube channel. So this is Python video lesson number 41. So for the past two lessons, that is Python video lesson number 39 and 40, we are studying how to read content of one CSV file, that is comma separated values file. That is what we are learning. So in Python video lesson 39, we studied there are two ways. There are two ways to read content of the CSV file. One way is, already we know very well, we studied using CSV model reader. That is what we studied for the past 2 weeks. Sorry, 2 lessons. Second way is using DictReader class. Second way is using DictReader class. From the name of the class itself, we can understand dict means dictionary. Dict means dictionary. Now we will see how to read content of the CSV file using DictReader class. That is what we are going to study in this lesson. As usual, first we will see the definition for the DictReader, then we go for the program. This is the second way to read content of the CSV file using DictReader. DictReader class. So in previous two lessons, we are using reader of CSV model. With the help of reader, we can access or read content of the CSV file that will be stored in the form of list. Now I like to read content of the CSV file, but I don't want to store the content of the CSV file into list. I want to store it into dictionary. Then we must go for DictReader method. Now we will see to read CSV file into dictionary. CSV dot DictReader. CSV dot DictReader should be used. Here, first row of CSV file. First row of CSV file will be considered as key. So if it is a list, all are element. Whereas if it is a dictionary, there are two concepts. One is key as well as value. The first row of the CSV file will be considered as a key, and the remaining rows as values. One more thing, the CSV reader, CSV dot reader, that is the first method. Returns list object. This is DictReader. CSV dot DictReader returns dictionary object. So simply we can say if your CSV file does not have heading row, that means name, age, like this title row, better you go for reader way, first method. Because we all are values, these values will be stored as only element into the list. That's okay. If your CSV file contains heading row or title row, just like a field name, better if you go for DictReader. Because the DictReader stores in the form of dictionary. Here, the first row, that is title row, that is heading row or field name, will be saved as key. Remaining rows will be stored as values. Okay, so that is the concept. Now, I will write one program to explain how to read CSV file with the help of DictReader and store it into dictionary. Here, cheap to explain. Reading CSV file. DictReader. Into dictionary. Okay, first we need import CSV. Then we must open the file object. Before that, we have to create one file. We didn't create one file. So we can use to create one file. Otherwise, we can use already existing file. Better we can create one new file. You know very well how to create a new file. With the help of Notepad, we have to create one new file. Okay, here I must create one new file that contains name, comma, age, comma, salary. See, these are the title row or heading row or field name. These should be stored as a key of the dictionary. Under this, I am typing values. All are separated by comma. Then 6000. Likewise, I want to store employee details. Guru 43, comma 5000. Then Sendil. If I have the CSV file already, no problem. Why I am creating is previously created CSV file does not have this title. 44, comma 7000. 45, comma 8000. This file should be stored as EMP4. So don't forget, here you have to select all files. Here we must select the name emp4.csv. Okay, so these files should be read by Python program and stored into one dictionary. Now I like to open 4.csv. Our CSV contains heading row. That is why we must use DictReader. So here data one, as usual, whatever we studied previously. Data one equal to CSV dot DictReader. Instead of reader, now we are using DictReader. That's all. Now we must use for row or line, or we can put line itself, whatever we using in the reader. Data 1 and print data 1 or line and close file object. Very simple. First I will share the program and compare and see the output, and then I'll explain once again. See it here, name Selvam, Guru, 45, salary 6000. Since it is placed in a curly bracket, it is called as a dictionary. This name is a key, Selvam is a value. Likewise, we are having 4 dictionaries. Okay, now we understand. So output of a DictReader should be 1 dictionary. Now these 2 lines already we know very well. This is returns dictionary, object of dictionary, returns object of dictionary. Here now line also 1 dictionary. Line is 1 dictionary which has key value pair. Key value pair. Data 1. So now data 1 contains 1 dictionary that contains 4 dictionaries. 1 dictionary that contains 4 dictionaries. That's like a nested dictionary. So data 1 has all the 4 dictionaries. First time this first dictionary, that is name colon Selvam, comma age colon 45, comma salary colon 6000 will be stored into line. That will be displayed. Next time name Guru, age 43, salary 5000 will be stored into line. That will be stored. So main thing we understand here is, so DictReader returns list of dictionaries that will be stored into 1 dictionary. So here first row of the CSV file, that is emp4.csv file, will be considered as a key. Remaining rows will be considered as a values. So name, age, salary are key. Other than this, Selvam 45 6000, Guru 43 5000, Sendil 44 7000, Money 45 8000. These are values. That is what we are. So next, so far we learned how to read one CSV file which is already created. Now we are going to learn how to create a new CSV file with the help of Python program, and how to write user data into CSV file. That is what we are going to study now. Previously we are studying about reading content of the CSV file. Now we are going to study about creating a new CSV file and writing a new content user data into a CSV file. So here 3 points we must note. First point is CSV.writer. Reader means reading the content of the CSV file. Writer means used to convert or write or store users data, users input or users data into delimited string. Delimited string. Next point is write rows, that is with yes. Write row with yes. writes all rows in write one row of data in one line like a normal text with line terminator with enter line terminator. So third point. One more method is there, that is write row without s. So your second one is write rows, third one is write row. Writes is all rows in one line, only one line in the form of nested list without line termination. These 3 points we must know. So first point is CSV writer is used to convert users data into delimited string. Assume we are having one list, that is nested list, that contains 3 nested lists. Each inner list has one row. So we need 3 lines. 3 lines should be stored into CSV file. So in this case, we should go for write rows. See it here. Writes one row of data in one line like normal text with line terminator. So our aim is we are having one nested list that contains 3 lists, inner list, each has some data. All the lists should be stored. All the nested lists should be stored in one line in the form of list itself. Then we should go for write. That is what we are going to use. Now I will write one small program to understand how to create a one new CSV file and how to store the user data into the CSV file. Need to explain create CSV file. Okay. Now, as usual, we must import CSV file, CSV. Then we have to create one file object, open. So already emp4 we are giving. So emp5.csv. So this is emp5.csv, comma, here very carefully write mode. So before that we must create one data list in the form of list. Data list equal to bracket, I like to type name. This is one data, comma, age. This is one list. Again, one more list, Selva, comma, 45. All should be considered as a text. Then one more list, comma, 46. So we are having one list, that is data list. That list has 3 inner lists. Name, comma, age is one list. Next one is Selvam, comma, 45, Guru, comma, 46. Our aim is name, comma, age should be first line, Selvam 45 second line, Guru 46 should be third line. That is what our aim. So now we create one file object. Then Here data 1 should be equal to CSV dot writer of F. Now data 1 dot write rows we must use. Write rows we must use because we want to store one list as a row at one time, one by one. So we need 3 rows. That is why we are using rows with F. Here data list 1. Good. Now at last 5 rows. That's a very simple. First I will save the program and then compile run the program. We will see the output. Afterwards I will explain once again. It shows one error. So list it should be spelling mistake. Data list. We will not get any output in this program. Yes, but the main thing is emp5.csv will be created. That emp.csv will have 3 rows: name, age, second row, Selvam 45, third row, Guru 40. We will see that is created or not. We must see through emp5. So it is created. We will see with the help of Notepad. So very good. Selvam 8, Selvam 45, Guru 46. It's created. Now I will explain the program. See it here. This is so far we know very well. This is a one listed list that has 3 lists. Each list has 2 values separated by comma. Here this creates a new file, new CSV file. The EMP5 is already exists, that will be deleted. New list EMP5 will be created. It writes or stores, writes one line, one inner list. One line. It writes one inner list as one line into CSV file. So it is not, this should be here. Okay, it creates new CSV file. So data1.csv.writer of F, and then write rows. It will create writes one inner list as a one line into CSV file. But what is another method, sir? We are having 2 methods to write user data into CSV file. One method is write one inner list as one line. Second method is write all the content of the user data into single line in the form of list itself. How you will see it here. So first we will save it as some other name, same little bit changes only. Only to create new program. We can save it as a 131. Already 130 we are having 131. Okay. Now that should be removed. That's a very simple. So write rows. So here writes nested list as nested list. So nested list will be stored into nested list into a CSV file. That is write row. That only one line. One line. In one line. Now I will save the program and then I've done the program. Better we can give another name. So if you run the program, it will create emp6.csv. So all the content, that is name, age, Selvam 45, group 43, everything will be stored into single line in the form of nested list itself. You will see it here. As usual, we do not contain returns any output, but the main thing is emp6 should be created. So emp6 is created. Now we can open with the help of notepad. So see, all the content of the nested list are stored in the form of nested list itself in single line without line termination. That is the usage of write row as well as write rows. Write rows means if you are having 3 inner list, you are getting 3 lines. Write row means we are getting only 1 line. That is the major difference you must know. Now we will see. Until so far we studied how to read, how to create. That is what we studied, CSV file. So already we are having one CSV file that contains so many values. But in future, I like to add one more values. That is what we are going to do. This append mode. How we also read we know, write we studied. Now we are going to study how to append new rows. That is what we are going to study now. That's also very simple. So we must have one CSV file. Better we can use emp6 itself, same file we can use. We are having one emp6, we open it, no need. So better we can use emp5. Good. So here we need to write one more row, that is Bhaskar 47 in future. We are having one CSV file, that is emp5. So first we must read emp file in append mode. We have to open emp file in append mode. After that, I want to add one more row. We will see how to do it. emp to CSV file. We studied read and write. Now we are going to study append mode. So as usual, we must import CSV. Then file object should be created. F equal to open. Our file is now emp5.csv. Here previously we studying R. Afterwards we studied W. Now A stands for append. A stands for append. If it is A is there, the file should be already existing file should be there, and then it should be open. New record will be added. So before that, we need to store one list, new data list. That should contain user data. Just Bhaskar, 47. We are having one list that is in the form of new data list that has in 2 values. So then W data equal to, it should be equal to not hyphen. W data equal to F dot CSV dot writer. CSV dot writer. Then F. Here W data dot write row. Write row new data list. That's a very simple. Last f last f. Now first, as usual, I will save the program and then I run the program. You will see the output. Afterwards, I will explain once again. As usual, we does not have it returns any output. So now we must open EMP file in notebook mode. Previously 3 rows are there. That means other than title row, 3 rows are there. Selvam, Guru, Bhaskar. Sorry, Selvam, Guru only. Now it must have Bhaskar also. So Bhaskar parties. Okay, now see it here. This is the new list. Data to be added. Okay, here we are opening a file. Once emp file.csv in append mode. Writes are append. New data list into emp6. So we are having one list, cell Bhaskar 47. Opening emp5.csv in append mode. So we are creating a one w data writer, and then the report w data writer row, new data list. That means Bhaskar and 47 will be stored at the end of the emp.6.csv file. That is what we studied. So today I stopped here itself. Today we studied how to read one CSV file into dictionary. That is what we studied. To read CSV file into dictionary, CSV.dict dictionary. This should be capital. DictReader should be used. Here, first row of CSV file is considered as a key and the remaining values as values. CSV.reader returns list object, whereas the CSV.DictReader returns dictionary object. So next we will study how to create a new CSV file. So CSV.writer is used to convert users data into delimited string. First we are having one list. That list should be converted into delimited string, separated by comma. After that, the delimited string should be write into CSV file. If you want to write line by line, then write rows. If you want to write all the list in one line, you must go to write rows. Next, we studied about how to add new rows into already existing CSV file with the help of append mode. That is what we studied. Today, I stopped here itself. I hope all of understand well. In next lesson, we will study little bit more. Until then, thank you students. Bye bye.